Hi, this is Trin Johnson, and welcome to Dust in My Eye. If you like this video, please hit the like button. And if you'd like to see more of my videos, hit the subscribe button. And if you want to be notified for any future videos, hit that cute little bell. I turned the car around. I'm back at Stoney Creek, and this is the view I'm painting, and this time I'm working in watercolor. Okay, I got it sketched in roughly, and I'm going to try to make this really quick because I don't have a lot of time. And I'm just going to play my sketchbook. So I realized the advantage of having a wash brush last time I was plein. And so this time I brought this spiffy little makeup brush that fits really nicely in my kit, and I just am going to use it to get a sky wash up at the top. And try and do it really quick in one swoop. So let me mix up some of the blue. I'm gonna go ahead and just wash it on there real quick. Didn't mean to get the page in front of that. What that little thing is, but we don't need it. Okay. I don't really want it to pull on the seam, so now that will dry a lot lighter than what I just did. But while I'm at my washes and I have some blue on there, I'm going to go ahead and really lightly try and get some of the shadow of the snow in. Problem with putting wash all over your page is you can't really do anything till it dries. I'm going to try and just get the excess that's down here in my tree line. And we're going to wait for this to dry for a hot second. Okay. That's fairly dry. I'm going to mix up some gray tree color, tree trunk gray. Starting with the Moonglow, and then I'm going to work my way to gray brown from there. That's pretty good. Okay. This guy goes all the way to the top. Once again, I took out my creative license and edited out things I didn't want to paint or didn't think added to the composition, or I wasn't going to have time to do them justice, etc., etc. So I am not painting exactly what I'm seeing. I am painting ideas from what I'm seeing. Now, on this painting, the sun is coming from this side. So I'm just gonna lighten that up just a smidge right off the gate from this side. All right. Then just let's get a rough idea of where the other main trunks are. Get some more gray brown. This one tree is a little bit darker, so darker bark. I made this tree a little bit wider than I want him to be. So I'm going to try to skinny him up by taking some of it off on the light side of the tree. The thing I did with this tree that I shouldn't have done is I should have left some breaks for the leaves, because there are actually a couple trees over here that still have their fall leaves hanging on. Who knew? That one is just... he's just bark. So I think I'm going to go ahead and get those leaves in, because I'm trying to do this pretty quickly, and I don't know how much time I'm going to have. These gold trees, they're kind of a big bush shape. The second one is a little bit more muted. I don't know if I can get that. It's a little pinker, maybe? There is a bush right there that's... I don't know if it's a smaller version of that tree, like a living off of that tree, a branch all the way down at the bottom I can't see. I think it's a whole nother tree. It's just not very big yet. Okay. So let's drop in some darker bits. Okay. Get some a little bit of the yellow in there, the Queen Gold. Might not be exactly what it is right now, but it makes it more interesting to have that in there. Okay, now I would like to make a little bit of a brown, a little more or that kind of thing to get in there too for some shadow side of the tree. Of course, shadows aren't only on that side of the tree because all the leaves have shadows going on too. Not that I want to draw each individual leaf, but it just doesn't look right if it's only on the one side. So I'm going to just add a little bit of dark here and there. Okay. And those are the pretty ones. And the only ones that really have any foliage going on. All right, the back, which I should have done before I did that, but flying by the seat of our pants here. So I'm going to add some goldy brownie. Just get a pretty mix there. What I'd like to do, and you've seen me do before if you've watched my channel, is I'm going to drop some water in, preferably clean water. I must not have gotten everything out of this brush last time. And I don't want it on that little area there, although I'm probably going to have to add some white here and there on that. There's a little building up there with a snowy roof, and I really want that to pop a little bit, and I think I'm going to have to add a little white at the end because it's hard to leave white area when you're painting in a car. You just don't have as much control as you do. All right, now let's drop some of this in. what I'd like to do is take a clean brush and some of these places where it isn't moving very much up, I want to add a little water to give it something to move on. Another thing that's hard about plein-airing, particularly plein-airing in the front seat of your car, is you cannot step back really well to see what exactly you've got or don't have. But honestly, it's in a sketchbook. It's just a sketch, so it doesn't need to have great detail or or exact how the scene was. It just not crucial and not really going to happen. Okay, now if you could see what I see, which you can't, there's a whole area in the front here that's kind of a grassy, marshy thing going on. I'm just using the side of the brush to try and add some color and get some interest in that area without having getting a not straight line. I want it feathered, and that's what the dry brush kind of does. Then there's another chunk of that kind of same sort of thing. Maybe a little grayer, golder color that's just running. Kind of right at the bottoms of all these trees. Again, it might not be exactly where it was in the picture, or in the scene I'm seeing, but I'm going to fit it in where I can fit it in and like the way it looks. So it works for me. Well, that was not the color I was going for. Let's add a little bit of that. That's better. I think those are all my, well, there's one there too. Trees that I'm putting in that we can kind of see where their base is. They're not just all up in the tree line. But let's switch to a skinnier brush. Okay, I'm going to get my little brush going here. My brush fell apart, but I found it relatively easily, so I'm going to continue. It's nice when you're painting trees to just kind of hold the paintbrush by the end, because it makes you less controlled, and it just makes the branches look more natural than if you paint them painstakingly. And I don't want to do that. I don't know if that was a particular tree or if that was just the seam and it gathered dark there, but that worked for me. Either way, some of these are coming up over the top of the tree line. Now I'm just going to kind of, I have a light on my brush, just kind of hint in at other tree trunks in the in the tree line. Hint at other branches in the tree line. That's what I'm trying to do. Just trying to ground the ends of my trees that I'm actually painting in, because so they don't look like they're just floating. I'm going to give them a little bit of a shadow. So that they're not just off in space. Okay. The little guy at the back here has actual, I don't know what they are, sides, legs holding it up. It's hard to see from this far away exactly what it is. I think it's one of those picnic areas that they have here, and I just want to give it the structure, or hint at the structure, because it really kind of blends into the trees behind it, and that's kind of what I'm getting. So just a hint. Now I'm going to go over some of these trees, because now I proceeded to paint behind them, the parts that are behind them, but I painted the parts that were behind them after I painted them. So I'm going to just reinforce some of my branches, not all of them, but some of them. Particularly this tree, because it's so light, and I want it to really pop, because it's the tree that's in front of everything and closest to me. Well, at this point, there's so many branches, it's hard to tell which one's from which tree. Other than right in there, it seems to be pretty illustrated. Okay, and then a little bit of that over here in these trees, but not really much. What I'd like to do in those trees is I would like to get that rust color going again a little bit and go over places where the trees in the back kind of ended up in the front. And I want to make sure that they are in the back. Other than that, okay. Well, when I get home, I might see something that jumps out at me and says, okay, you should have done this, or you need to do that. But I think that's as far as I'm going painting wise. What I'm going to do is get out my white pen that I remembered to bring this time, put in my kit, and I'm just gonna get that whitened up a little bit. See if there's anything else that really screams that it wants my attention. I'll tell you what I do see that's kind of exciting right now, and I'll see if I can make this work. There's a lot of shadows. That's too blue. I need more gray. There's a lot of shadows across the whole landscape. Because the sun is getting lower and it's casting a lot of neat shadows there. That's kind of fun. Maybe do a little more in front. Want to end up with just stripes either, though. Okay. All right. I think I am gonna call it done. And that was kind of fun. A little loose. I can tell you one thing I might do. See, this is what you do. You look and you think you're done, and then something else jumps out at me and I go, oh, but I think I should do that. I just want to deepen a little bit the edge of the tree line. Just to pull it away from that white snow that's underneath. Like the really differentiate the tree line from the snowy area. My smushing around lost me some of my key branches again. Okay. For better or worse, I think I'm gonna call it and say till another time. All right. Thanks for watching. Be sure to visit my Etsy shop, where I have prints of my artwork along with cute little monsters for sale. See you next time.